The Jim and Terry Show, coming to you from the Hobbit Hole Studio in Bobcaygeon. I'm one of your hosts, Terry.
And I'm Ringle Star, and the other one.
It's a glitch in the universe again. And what I thought was the hot seat with Jim is only a digital fragment of him as of his former self.
That's been my whole life.
A pale wraith of the figure that we once were. All right, where are we going with this episode?
Oh, well, I'm not quite sure, but we were mentioning that the world stops at 10 o'clock
Why
today.
at 10 o'clock on November the 2nd,
November
2023?
2nd at 10 o'clock.
Why?
The world is stopping.
Why?
Because everybody's going to be tuning in to the release of the brand new Beatles song.
Undiscovered material?
No, what it was is, this is really, really interesting because people are going to say it's not really the Beatles.
It's AI.
It actually is AI assisted, but it's the Beatles, and I'll tell you why. They were thinking of putting a song together. They were going to do a song, and I forget what this one's called, Now and Then or something, or what was or wasn't, something like that. Anyways, they never did it, and they abandoned the song back in the day, and they just forgot about it. They were going to put it on the anthology, and they didn't do it. Then it came up, I wonder what happened to that, something along those lines, and I think Paul called Yoko. And she says, well, I have a tape of John singing into the tape. So they got that. But this happened 15 years ago or something, and they couldn't separate it like they can do today. So it was shelved again. And then it came up again, and the guy that did the Peter Jackson or whatever, who did their Get Back.
Their documentary.
He got a hold of it and completely isolated John's vocal. Plus, George, in one of the previous sessions before he died, had put a guitar down. They grabbed that and put it together. Now they have Ringo to play drums, Paul to play bass, and John Lennon's vocal. And then Paul said, I think this could use orchestra. So they got orchestra, but this time they brought an orchestra in to do it like Beatles-style orchestra. Right. And so it's very much the Beatles, even including John. And it's put together. I don't know if I'll like it. I have no idea. But it'll be interesting to hear and see what people think.
I would love to see, since we opened this session of recordings with AI as a theme, a holographic John Lennon doing whatever he's doing, whether it's vocals or keyboard, piano, whatever he was playing, and see George Harrison doing some riffs on his guitar. And those are all AI generated while you have the real...
And they could age them.
They could.
They could age it to the point where and be kind, but what they would look like today. And have Paul and Ringo join them and have them present the song. That was a great idea. I wonder if maybe that's what they're doing.
If you're listening, Beatles, what's left of the Beatles? The Beatles -2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I saw my brother Bobby, who's a real Beatles fan. He sent me a little short film about the making of this song.
Of the new one.
Of the new one. And so, I'll be interested to hear what people say. So that's 10 o'clock this day. By the time you hear this show, it won't be today.
The world will have stopped at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking forward to that. Interesting concept. Remember, the original AI, I guess, back in the day was Milli Vanilli, lip syncing.
Oh,
are we really singing?
Yeah.
And the classic advertisement for, the name will escape me, but is it live or is it Memorex?
Yes.
We got quality so good, and then we found from tape, we moved to digital, and I still have an archaic, what was it, 4-track Sony MDM X4, 4-track digital, one of the first ones from 20 years ago. Wow. Where have we gotten?
Where have all the simple guy playing on guitar into a mic gone?
One solo voice and a strum.
Yeah, my son James has written some interesting songs, and I like them. I complimented him on them, and I think he's going to be ending up maybe doing it on one of their shows.
Oh, great.
Yeah, just acoustic and him singing, right?
Yeah.
And, that's great. Keep it up, James.
I think there's therapy in there for all of us who, there may not be fame and filthy lucre as in money, or Bitcoin contracts or non-fungible tokens.
Yeah, in southern Slovakia, I'm quite popular.
In southern Slovakia. Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. They just don't. I don't know it yet.
Your fan
So-
base is in another country.
Well, you heard about
Interesting.
that story I told you about finding Sugar Man. Remember? Did you remember I told you that?
Refresh my memory.
It was a thing I watched on Netflix. It was called Finding Sugar Man. It's gone now, so I don't think you'll be able to find it. You'll find it online if you want. And what it was is, in South Africa, there's
Oh yes, the
They're-
performer.
but who all the rumors is he set himself on fire on stage, and he was so revolutionary. His songs were banned by the apartheid, so he became a hero in southern Africa. So what happened is they started looking, where's the money?
Yeah.
Where is the money? And they started investigating, and they talk about how he would perform in a bar. He'd face the wall. He wouldn't face the audience. Oh, yeah, and a big figure, but very Dylan-like in his type of, not voice sounding,
Protest
but
sound.
his presenting, I guess,
Yeah.
a protest sound. So they're searching for him. They're finding him. They interviewed record labels that had him. Oh, no, we don't know where the money is. There's no money. There's no money. And so what happened? It was bootlegged in South Africa. So one day, and by the way, they were in America, and they put this guy's image, and it's Jose something, they put this guy's image on milk boxes. And
Where is Sugar Man?
where is this? Do you know this man? Well, lo and behold, they get a call. And the person said, I think I know this man. I think he's my dad. And they went, okay. And he was in Detroit, a construction worker. Well, so they found him. So lo and behold, it's announced in South Africa, Jose whatever is alive and well and in Detroit. Well, that would be like you and me getting a message now that John Lennon's alive, or Elvis Presley is alive. He's found. He's in Russia, and he's coming. He's coming to perform. So he arrives at the airport and everything, like people screaming on talk shows in America, the whole thing, right? So why do I say all that? I forgot the subject matter.
Was it all real or fake?
Real. The guy
So-
really existed. He became
And
a star.
he really did do the music and really did
really
perform
did the music and really and then ended up flying and did concerts
in South Africa.
in South Africa, and appeared on talk shows here in America as well.
And he didn't have a clue he was famous in South Africa.
He was a construction worker, just gave up the music whole end of it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so you might want in your spare time look it up, and cast it to your TV and watch it. Finding Sugar Man is called.
Cast it to I don't know what you're speaking of. Cast what to my TV?
Well, you can.
I do have a fishing rod and reel. Can I cast to my TV?
Well, you can put a movie on your phone and then send it to your
I don't
TV.
put anything on my phone. My phone is my phone. I talk on my phone. Sometimes I text. Those are the two things I do with my phone.
Well, then I don't know what you're going to do. Find
I don't
YouTube
know.
on your TV
I'm
and
a
look up
Luddite, man. I'm staying out of this voice
Finding
recognition.
Sugar Man.
I don't
Go
have
on
a
TV,
thumbprint activated
go to
phone. I'm
YouTube.
staying off of all that stuff.
I can't believe I'm educating the teacher.
You are, and I'm cautioning anybody who's still using Facebook. If anybody's using Facebook, get off of Facebook. Okay, where are we
I'm
going?
still on Facebook.
I know
That's where I
that.
post my music.
Don't
No
forget,
wonder
I've
nobody
issued you the
listens.
warning years ago. Get off Facebook as soon as you can.
I know.
Yeah,
my
okay.
sons would probably tell me the same thing.
You're probably famous in South Africa too.
Southern Bulgaria.
Yes, Southern Czechoslovakia or something you said, or
What did I say?
okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
And we're probably famous somewhere. The Jim and Terry show is probably no, it's not. We got a listenership of one or
Oh,
two.
you got music out there. I got music out there.
Yeah,
My
we got
brother
music
Bobby's
out
got
there,
music
but
out there. People got music.
yeah,
It's
so
out there floating around.
it is floating around, and that's a joy of digital stuff. It's out there somewhere.
Very unrewarding.
Well, no, because we do it not for what's going to happen
That's
after
right.
we create it, but the process of creating it.
Yeah.
Don't you find it keeps you young to keep your noggin engaged in music and watching waveforms on your laptop? And no?
No, yeah, I do. I like creating, or I wouldn't do it. But I like creating, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so the creative process
But
has not
with
been...
me, it's never solved.
You want to be rich and famous.
I don't
want
want to be rich.
famous.
If I wanted to be rich and famous, I wouldn't be doing Christian music at the age of 72. 71. I'm only 71.
Are you hoping to be raptured before you run out of gas?
Yeah. That'd be a good one, sure.
Okay. Is that 2025 as per my last look at indigenous spirituality and then looking at the year 2025? That's convergence of some sort. And I've heard another trend to be 2030. Dates that are all coming up. And
Be
everybody's
ready. It's happening Thursday. Not this
it's
Thursday, next Thursday.
Oh, right. Well, I
and
thought
it ain't
was
the Beatles releasing a song. Too.
Disappointing. I thought that was going to usher in the kingdom. Beatles' new song.
Well, you never... You know, God might be a fan. They're a phenomenal band.
Or he might be
stood the test
offended
of time.
and the Beatles' release will usher in the kingdom because that's a final offense.
I
No
think
more.
more Gaza or something might be a final offense. But
Yeah, than the Beatles. Yeah, okay. Gaza.
well, another show. We should talk
another
about
show.
it, but another show. Because that could usher in the end. You never know.
Yeah. who
Well,
would-
save it for another show. You can have all your arguments then.
Okay, well, what was this show about so we
This
can wrap
show,
it up and tie
good
it up?
luck naming it. It is where
Two
did we
guys with a
start?
coffee,
Where did we
waxing
start?
eloquent on a whole bunch
Is
of
this
stuff.
the show we actually started with talking about AI, or was that the last one?
Well, we talked. That was the last one. This one was about the Beatles releasing at 10 o'clock in the world. It was
that's
going to end.
The Beatles' new song.
The Beatles' new song.
And people have found nothing out really about it. Because we really weren't paying all that much attention.
Has it gone past? The world is still going because the counter's past 10. So
Oh, is it?
it didn't stop.
Yeah,
So good.
yeah.
Okay, so people who said, yeah, the Beatles' new album was going to be, is the time standing still at 10 o'clock because everybody in the world was going to switch to the Beatles to get this?
I think you might be surprised
At how many actually tuned?
that how many actually will put their life on hold to listen to a
Well,
4-minute
whatever
song.
that number was, it's -2 because we're sitting here, my friend, at 10 o'clock in the morning when the Beatles' new song drops and AI takes over the world. We're still sitting here.
Or are we AI?
And this is-
and
this-
is Jim and Terry in the living room listening to the new Beatles song right now?
There can be no replacement for you and I. We're irreplaceable. At least, maybe in our mind's eye, we are irreplaceable. There's only one Jim and Terry show. You're catching it live here. Thank you for listening. I'm Terry.
She loves you, yeah.
That's Jim's cheap imitation of whatever Beatles. She loves you.
I'm Jim. Bye.
Bye.